Hey man, say man, what it do? What it do? Stick with the camp, sound like a lamb. Big boss hog, boss dog, K-Po through the door, here to talk this boxer. Fuck about soliloquy. Tough times don't last, good people do not yourself. Caught him in the fight like me. You matter P game, man, the folks in one swing. We clutched up, you know what we're talking about. That boxing, you know, I'm not in a good mood. My Texans, they suck. I'm not gonna lie to you, the Houston Texans, man, them boys. Boy, man, they just anyway, let's talk boxing. So, Triple G is rumored to have a comeback. And by the way, we clutched up. We clutched out. I think I said that. You know what I'm talking about. He's rumored to try to come back, right? And they're now trying to get Triple G to get in the ring with Terrence Crawford. Look, man. I like Triple G. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie. When I used to watch Triple G, I didn't really see nothing spectacular. I got many videos where I was like, he don't do nothing special. But I went back and studied him after like he kind of retired, and I gotta say he was very good at what he was. He wasn't a special fighter, but he was very good. You know what I mean? And, you know, I'm not gonna lie, there's a couple of things I stole from him. I ain't gonna lie, as far as his, you know, certain things he do. Kind of like that overhand right punch that he throw, like right here in the center of your head or right here. Yeah, I start working on that. You know what I'm saying? But he was very technical. You know what I mean? Very technical, very strong, very disciplined. You know what I mean? Had high boxing IQ. You know what I mean? It wasn't nothing flashy or wasn't nothing pretty, but it was him. It was his style. You know what I'm saying? So much respect to Triple G. But if Triple G come back, I'm sorry. He's not beating Terrence Crawford. I'm just gonna be real, man. Look, I'm just being real, okay? I know what y'all gonna say. Oh, now you're on the Terrence Crawford train. No, I'm not on the Terrence Crawford train. Hear me out. Triple G has been retired. He ain't fought since his last fight against Canelo Alvarez, which I believe was like almost 2 years, maybe more than that ago, right? The third fight, whatever the third fight was, he ain't fought since he fought Canelo, right? Okay? So, he is now retired. He's like coaching now. He like got like a dad bod going. Like he's not, you know, I'm pretty sure he can, you know, trickle down and cut weight. You know, he's been a professional boxer. But still, like, I'm sorry. Like, he's not beating Crawford, bro. He's been inactive. You know, it's just, if he was active and he still is currently fighting and he was fighting at a high level, I feel different about the fight. I would favor Triple G, but, you know, because Triple G got power. You know what I mean? And he got high boxing IQ, and he places his shots. He's a fighter that don't really need to throw combinations because of how he throws. When he get in a blend with you, he kind of throws it with his head offline. So you'll be throwing, he kind of throws in between your shots, right? And he'll land like a shot right on the button, you know? So it's like very, very good. I'm not gonna cap, because I had to go back and watch him. I'm not gonna lie. At first, when I first was watching Triple G, I was like, man, this dude here. I mean, he good, but you know, he ain't really doing nothing worth my, you know. But now, after watching him, like studying him, I'm like, okay, I see what he's doing, right? But like I said, if he was active, I'd be like, okay, cool. I would favor Triple G. He's not active. He's been out of boxing for a while, a couple years now. To fight a Terrence Crawford, you know, for starters, I'm sorry, Crawford gonna outbox him. He gonna do what he did to Canelo. He just gonna outbox him, right? He gonna do something like that, and then that's gonna be it. He gonna get his hand raised, and they're gonna praise Crawford even more, right? Or Crawford gonna stop him, and when I mean stop him, it's gonna be like a TKO where Triple G get tired, and you know Crawford just wheeling off on him, and then you know they be like, hey, that's enough. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how this thing gonna go, bro. Like, you know, I think Triple G's like 40-something years old. Like, and I know this is the age where a lot of the older fighters are getting that urge. They want to come back and fight. And it's sad that the older fighters got to do that. But it's like, man, come on, man. Like, I just don't want to see Triple G come back and try to fight. You know, especially try to come back and fight Terrence Crawford. Like, you know, like I said, if he was active, I'd be like, hell yeah, make that fight happen. Like I said, I would favor Triple G if he was active. He's not active. So it's like, you can't get in there with Crawford if you ain't on your A game. You ain't been training, you ain't been doing nothing. It's not happening, bro. I'm sorry. You know? And then Triple G, like, towards the last couple fights of his career, he was kind of looking flat. He wasn't looking like destructible no more. He was kind of looking like regular, like, you know? So I think that, you know, Triple G needs to stay retired, man. Focus on coaching, you know what I mean? And, you know, you don't got to come back. You know, I get it. He's seeing the money these dudes making, but it's like, you don't have to come back, man. You don't got to do that. You can chill, bro. You know, I remember when they was talking about this last time. They was like, Triple G might come back, and he's rumored to face Terrence Crawford. I was like, man, yeah, okay. You know, but that was before I seen Terrence Crawford at 68, right? It was too much of the unknown. I was like, man, I'm picking Triple G. I know Triple G been inactive. You know, now I'm like, okay, I seen Crawford at 68. I see, like, what he look like. I'm like, okay, pause. I'm like, yeah, this ain't, you know, like, it ain't a favorable matchup for Triple G. You know what I'm saying? No, granted, I question some things, but, you know, of course, you gonna question things when things look a little fishy. Like, man, you know, I've never seen a fighter go up like 3-4 weight classes and they don't lose something, right? Like, they don't lose nothing. He didn't lose his speed. He didn't lose nothing. He kept everything. Everything he had, when in them lower weight classes, he kept it. You know? So I'm just like, if you know, and Crawford may just be that one fighter that can do that. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying at the end of the day, Triple G, stay retired. You let me know what y'all think. Let's go.